Hey everyone, Josh Pyatt here and welcome to this week's coaching tip. Today I'm discussing objections from the consumer. When a customer objects to you or your service, how do you react? Are you a yes man and just let things go? Or do you push back on them and try again? We as agents face objections every single day. But if you know how to deal with objection or rejection, it's going to change the way you do business. Let me give you an example. I often do lots of prospecting calls with agents. And when we pull the trigger to obtain someone's email or home address, a common objection from the customer is, well, why do you need that? And here's what 8 out of 10 agents say. I thought I could just send you some stuff here and there. But here's the thing, if someone said that to you, you'd smell the fear. It's a pretty lousy response. So you've got to learn how to respond to objection in a positive and confident manner that adds value to the client. So why do you need my email address for? Well, if there's a record-breaking sale on your street, isn't that something you'd want to know about? I haven't heard too many people say no to that one yet. That leads me to my next tip. When people object, no matter how soft or harsh that objection is, never take no for an answer the first time. If people like Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates gave in too easy, they'd be flipping burgers somewhere. One of my old bosses taught me to be persistent and get 2 to 3 no's from the consumer before I gave in. He taught me to push back on anyone that objected. And that one piece of advice helped me build my database 10 times quicker and helped me generate way more appraisals. I want to give you one more example. Let's say that you've gone out to present for a piece of business, but wasn't able to sign it up there and then. You follow up with a phone call the next day, and that owner says to you, Josh, look, we haven't made a decision, but it is between you and another agent. That right there is an objection, because basically what they're telling you is you didn't wow us enough, we're not ready to commit. So here's what I do. Josh, we haven't made a decision yet, but it is between you and another agent. Okay, what's holding you back from making a decision? And at this point, they'll tell you everything you want to hear. Oh, your fees are a little bit higher. All right, look, rather than thinking about it too much, let's make an appointment tonight to go through any objections you've got. And there's obviously no obligation when we do meet up. When's a good time I could pop around? So, if I didn't push back there and I just left it up to the owner, it's a 50-50 chance. Again, that's just one example of not being a yes man. So in summary, people object for a number of reasons. They don't want to give you their email because they think they're going to be spammed. They don't want to commit to signing paperwork because your fees or your marketing's too high, whatever the case is. But when people object, you need to push back on them and find out why they're objecting. Because if there's a way to overcome it, you can work on finding a solution. I hope you've enjoyed this week's coaching tip, and I'll see you next week.